Nana Akufo-Addo has met with captains of industry at the Flagstaff House in Accra. Members of the Association of Ghana Industries-AGI were at the presidency to discuss how to work with the government to facilitate the country's economic growth. President Nana Akufo-Addo said his government will put the private sector at the forefront of his industrialization agenda and create the right environment for economic transformation.
During the 2016 campaign, Nana Akufo-Addo promised to lead an industrialization economy with private sector at the center. The Association of Ghana Industries-AGI was therefore at the presidency to hold talks with the president on how to bring this industrialization agenda into fruition. The AGI delegation was led by the president, James Asare-Jay, the chief executive officer, Seth Chum Akwabwa, and some past president of the association. Others are the managing director of Unilever Ghana, Yu Ziobeitin, chief executive officer of Talo Ghana, Charles Dako, and managing director of Nestle, Frida Duplan. Issues that dominated the discussions include the Exim Bank development, tax reduction, the reclassification of utility tariffs, provision of stable power, and a commitment to work towards the reduction of interest rates. The president of the AGI, James Asare-Jay, assured the president of the association's commitment to help in the implementation of its policies that are aimed at injecting a new lease of life into industries.
Business financing, the challenge of credit, and also not only the cost of credit, the tenor of credit has been a key issue. We know that in the NPP manifesto, they said clearly that we work towards coming out with the Industrial Development Fund. By Your Excellency, AGI in our own effort has been initiating in the past 2 years fund for industry, and we think that it will be a good partnership if we can fully operationalize that. Now, export development is a key thing that AGI would want to work with your government to ensure that the country companies will be export-oriented. And in this case, we are really looking at the Exim and the fact that Exim, the Ghana Exim, will be more or less driven by the private sector, because we believe that if more and more companies go into export, then the issue related to the stability of our currency, would also be enhanced.
The Minister Designate for Trade and Industry, Alan Chamantin, said the MPP government will work hard to improve the competitiveness of existing companies to consolidate the production base of the country.
We want to encourage you. I know most of you have been in this business for some time. You have the expertise. We want to encourage you to take interest in your various districts, because this is government's support program to expand the basin, but particularly also to spread, let's say, industrial development across the entire country. The third one is the anchor industries, strategic anchor industries that the president has talked about. It's not just the integrated, yes. There's iron and steel, there's the petrochemical industry, there's the pharmaceutical industry, the vehicle assembly plants, so many opportunities that we've already given an indication of as to what we want to do.
President Akufo-Addo challenged the AGI to explore new ways by which government and the private sector could work together to put the economy on the path of sustained growth.
The challenge is on both of us. It's on the side of government, and it is on the side of the business community, the private sector in Ghana. That between the two, we can act in such a way as to build a prosperous Ghanaian economy. It's been done by other nations. The business communities of other countries have been up to the mark, have shown the enterprise and the seriousness of purpose that has been able to lift societies like ourselves out of backwardness, out of poverty, into conditions of prosperity. It's been done elsewhere. They have been enabled by having governments who were able to fashion appropriate policy and were consistent in the way in which they implemented that policy. That I see is our task. And then that is the task that we are setting out. We're going to create the policy framework and establish a track record of consistency in the way we apply that policy framework to give you the conditions to grow the economy of Ghana.
This is the first meeting between the AGI and President Akufo-Addo since he was sworn in on 7th January 2017.